Have you ever wondered what to do with all your empty Young Living essential oil and NingXia Red bottles? Well, here's some great ideas with holidays coming up that'll help you make them into some great gifts, not only for friends and family, but also as hostess gifts for people who let you teach a class in their home. And when you're all done, you'll also have a wonderful way to show off your oils. I have quite a lot of empty bottles that I've accumulated over the years, and although I definitely use some of them, I repurpose them to make blends and recipes with those bottles. Some of them just sit unused and they smell wonderful, but they're empty, basically. So I gathered them all up and put them into an empty jar. I got that from Hobby Lobby. I pulled all the orifice reducers and caps off of them. I put the empty bottles open into the jar, and I put all of the caps and orifice reducers into a net bag that I got from Amazon. I used a second empty glass jar, and I placed the net bag with the caps and orifice reducers in it, and then I poured Epsom salts over that. If you want to make it into a super detoxing kind of a bath salt, you can use this recipe. You can use 1 cup of baking soda, 2 cups of pure Epsom salts, and 1 tablespoon of 20 mule team borax. But I just used Epsom salts in this recipe. So put that into the second jar with your net bag full of caps, and then pour the Epsom salts over the top of it. You're going to find that both of these jars smell absolutely fantastic because there's just going to be this beautiful orchestra of all the oils that you've purchased and used and loved over the time you've been with Young Living, and they'll be in combination in both of those jars. So put the lids on them both, and you're going to end up with bath salts in the jar with the net bag, and you're going to end up with a wonderful way to display your oils in the other jar. I actually placed that jar with my bottles in it out on my coffee table. It's quite a conversation piece. People will go, "What is that jar full of oils?" And we end up talking about what's in it. And you can pull the oil bottles out and still smell the individual oil that's in that bottle, but the smell that comes out of that jar is just fantastic. Now, this is another idea that'll help you to repurpose your NingXia Red bottles. Don't ever throw any of them away. They make wonderful gifts. They're so gorgeous on the outside with the screen painting on them. And you can place a funnel over the top, and then you can put Epsom salts. And if you want to make it into a detoxing bath salt, use the recipe I just mentioned with baking soda and boron in it. That helps to sort of push magnesium into the body and pull toxins out of it. But it makes a really beautiful gift. And you can, in this particular one, I used the ribbon that is available from Young Living in the virtual office. And I also made a little recipe card that explained what was in it. In this one, I actually put lavender, stress away, and royal Hawaiian sandalwood in the recipe. And I'll put the link for the recipe card below so that you can print that off if you want to. But isn't it pretty? I mean, what a lovely gift. This is a close-up of the recipe card. I punched a hole in the top of it with a hole punch, and I actually made up a big batch of this in a big bowl. So I dumped a bunch of Epsom salts and baking soda and boron or borax into it in the proportions that I mentioned before, and I made enough to fill quite a few bottles. So it's a really pretty gift. Here's the final look. I found these really pretty purple gauze bags on Amazon, and I'll put the link below. And it shows the gift from the outside. If you don't want it to show and you want it to be a surprise, you can always put it in a bag that's made for a wine bottle. But I use this as a hostess gift for people that are letting me teach classes in their home, and it's a really, really pretty gift. And people wonder, well, what's that NingXia Red? So we get a chance to talk about that too. This is a picture of the final product. Along with it is a picture of a purple bag that I give out to people who are interested in Young Living when I'm sharing about Young Living with people. And that purple bag is also a gauze bag that comes from Amazon, and it is derived out of some ideas I learned from Sarah Harnish's Game Plan program. The bag has in it a brochure that has the premium starter kit oils pictured in it. It also usually has a sample of something that might be relevant to that person that I'm talking to. It has a couple of mini booklets in it. One of them explains the oils. It's kind of like a little 101 class. The other one explains the earning potential with Young Living. And then there's a little CD in that bag that goes over the oils. It's kind of, again, like a little 101 class, and also describes the earning potential and how Sarah got out of a poverty situation with Young Living. So I don't just willy-nilly hand those out to anybody, but what I do is, if I'm talking with somebody, I have these in my purse with me, a few of them, and I will say to them, look, I've got a gift for you. It has some things that I think will really, really help you. If I give this to you, will you please, for sure, look it over and listen to the CD? And if so, when could you do that? And usually, if they say, well, yeah, I can, I'll say, well, when can you do that? And if they say, I can do it by Friday, then I say to them, okay, well, then I will be calling you on Saturday to see what you thought of it all. And, if they say, no, I don't think I can get to it, then I don't give it to them. It's not really the right time or the right person. So I hope that this gives you some ideas, not only for some gifts, but also some ways that you can share Young Living and also bring in some extra money for the holidays.